Hey guys, I am making my very own indie game for the first time, and I'm not sure how this game developing stuff works, so can someone tell me how to do my job as lazily as possible? My inspirations are Scott Cawthon and Steel Studios. I never thought I would ever make a FNAF video ever, unless I was returning to finish the rest of the games, because I don't like leaving things unfinished. but this shit has been happening for quite some time now, and it's the most baffling situation FNAF has ever found itself in. Being a FNAF fan nowadays is just signing on willingly to become the laughing stock of the century. The amount of dog shit FNAF has seen, not just recently, but ever since Help Wanted 1, is just crazy to me. So, I guess you can treat this as a light review of the modern FNAF games that I haven't covered on Game Review, but this video is just me expressing disappointment and critiquing whatever is happening currently. How about I start with the elephant in the room? What the hell is up with the marketing and lack of communication from these people? It's like Steel was allergic to saying words, man. I still remember the moment I was like, oh wait, a new FNAF game is coming out, when is it releasing? And then proceeded to find out it was launching in 3 days. Yeah, I'm talking about Secret of the Mimic, and good lord, this game was marketed like trash. It's like they didn't even care about it. Even Markiplier hadn't heard about it. You know, the guy that played FNAF, whose videos have millions and millions of views, he didn't even know there was a new game coming out. As for the VR version, that was announced first, mind you, when this game got revealed. I don't know. Then we spent like a couple of months hoping that the VR version would release. I mean, only like 5 people would play that shit since nobody owns a VR, but like, we care about those 5 people that wanted that version. It was also promised, and we finally get a trailer for it. It is just a trailer that doesn't showcase how the game plays at all. Great! They had to release a second trailer to showcase the gameplay when you could have done it in the first one, and then we got another slap in the face. The VR version is PSVR 2 exclusive. Dog, that Sony money must be really tasty. They had to make a separate post talking about the PC VR version coming real soon. Whatever that means nowadays. See, this is like the #1 problem with this shit. They barely make any announcements. I'm not even talking about trailers specifically, but listen, whatever opinion you have on the OG FNAF games, you cannot deny those games were marketed amazingly. Well, due to the renders teasing the next game with animatronic renders, gameplay mechanics, hell, some of them were quite abstract in a way. It was a great way to build hype. Even if you haven't heard about a new game coming out, you know there would be one, because these teasers were the first thing people were raving about. All of these down on a shitty laptop. Never underestimate the underdogs. Really, I think what modern FNAF desperately needs is to recreate the same feeling. Just make a bunch of cool ass looking renders as teasers for your next project and boom, free hype. Like, I don't understand why they dropped this with the release of Security Breach. For all its faults, Security Breach was marketed pretty well, with its trailer showing the actual game in action and all of those teaser images that were still being posted on Scott's website. Fucking hell, he has an entire Twitter account where he can just upload FNAF news. Why doesn't he use that? And that's like one of the 2 big problems the series has. Which, you know, this specific one never existed like ever, so I don't even get why this is even a problem to begin with. The other big problem is the games themselves. Ever since Help Wanted 1, FNAF has been on a roller coaster of bullshittery. Help Wanted was whatever, looking back at it. Security Breach was a mess at launch, and still is a mess in general, from gameplay to story to everything about it. Then the Ruin DLC, they had to course correct their mistake and made an extremely linear game, which, you know, nothing wrong with linear games, except for the part where, you know, the entire DLC was boring as fuck. Help Wanted 2, no one knows this game even exists, why should I bother? Into the Pit was actually pretty good from what I remember. Its biggest problem is that it was pretty forgettable. It just came and went without much fanfare. I think Mega Cat Studios did say they were making another game, so looking forward to that one. And finally, we have Secret of the Mimic. This shit was a snooze fest. It feels very uninspired, quite literally like a generic mascot horror game, which is crazy because FNAF is the mascot horror game. It wasn't even scary the slightest. Maybe the Tickets Please guy was pretty spooky, but besides him, we have nothing. Stealth mechanics that I don't even get why they added them when the game itself barely makes use of stealth. Like, it's just stealth slapped on. It's very bare bones, not done in an interesting way. And from what I have heard from the people who did play the VR port of this game, apparently it's complete dog shit. The game crashes when you get jump scared. Like, oh, okay. I mean, this screenshot right here says it all. Five Nights at Freddy's, created by Scott Cawthon. It wasn't even developed by Steel Wool. This shit was outsourced to some nobodies. Steel Wool Studios, you know, the company that's allegedly good at making VR games, outsourced the VR part of their latest product. That's great, good work guys. Did you guys write the code for this shit in like 2 days? Sorry, my bad, that's too much effort. I meant to say, did you guys vibe coded this entire port? It's actually quite funny that every single noteworthy FNAF YouTuber is not gonna play the Secret of the Mimic port because nobody owns a PSVR. Like, who is this? So for their latest stunt, they made an unfinished port for a game that was marketed as a VR game first, mind you. This is just incredible. This is all about the games. I haven't even gotten to the movies. For all its faults, the first FNAF movie is fine. I don't think it's bad, but good ain't. I guess the catharsis of seeing Freddy motherfucking Fazbear on the big screen is the reason I give it a pass, but the second movie is completely irredeemable. If we could visualize the word Nothing Burger, then Five Nights at Freddy's 2 2025 is the one perfect for the job. Oh god. Remember how there were a surprising amount of people who desperately defended this movie, saying that it's for the fans. It's for who exactly? Because this isn't appealing to no one, bro. The critics didn't like it, general audiences didn't like it, a lot of fans didn't like this movie. Plus, it's for the fans is such a lazy cop-out. Like, bro, tell me why I should care about the movie. Make some arguments, man. Anyways, I feel like I pretty much just said everything that was already said about the movies. Thankfully, they hired more writers for the third one. Good god, do you guys realize it's not okay to say, oh thank god, the guy who made the franchise has gotten extra help? Like, that's not okay. Hell, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you the books are any better. I don't know, I think the books are complete ass, especially the novelizations of the movies. We all remember that one passage from the first one describing dogs staring at a lady's boobs. Very Christian of you, Scott. Oh god, the second one is even worse. Jeremiah, you know, the big black guy, if you didn't know, I sure as hell didn't know who he was. Like, seriously, when do we learn his name? I don't remember. Said some interesting things about Abby right in front of Mike as well. What? Anyways, people hate this novelization, so it's just a regular Monday for us. I am quite displeased to see how my childhood video game series is faring in recent times. I am allowed to say that because I am 18 now. Yay. Okay, were the old games good? Not really, many of them sucked ass, but at least they had their own charm in a way. The same cannot be said for the newer entries. Just in general, I feel like Five Nights at Freddy's, as a brand, has gotten mismanaged to high heavens lately. I cannot in good conscience support this kind of stuff. This ain't right. Fucking hell, remember Bendy? For all the shit I give Bendy and Ink Machine nowadays, rightfully so, they seem to be doing much better than FNAF. They got a new game coming out and Bendy the Cage, rated M for mature I hear. Dark Revival, I remember being a great sequel with a lot of flaws. The Ink Factory is the third game in the main series that's gonna wrap up the entire storyline if I'm not wrong. 6 more games are in development at the moment, Jesus Christ. They also have a movie coming out and many other stuff. Honestly, I'm glad I don't care about FNAF as much as I used to, because this shit is kinda miserable. I have seen many people share the exact same sentiment. I'm embarrassed to be a FNAF fan, and rightfully so. I mean, look at the state of this shit. Either a miracle happens and something will be done about this, or FNAF is just dead at this point. Anyways, with the recent news on the new Secret of the Mimic port pissing me off so much, I kinda wanted to make this video as soon as possible. Do better, Steel Wool and Scott. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, then please like and subscribe to the channel. I make reviews on games I want to talk about. I hope you guys have a nice day. See ya! You complain! We listen! After years of complaining about the lack of marketing and overall mismanagement of the Five Nights at Freddy's series, we have decided to listen to our fans and hire someone to handle our social media presence. Please welcome back Pinky Pills!